Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Simple English Learning. It's so good to be with you all today. Have you ever heard a piece of advice that you know is true, but you just don't know how to follow it? For English learners, that advice is often, listen to more English podcasts. It sounds simple, right? But then you open up a podcast app and you see hundreds, maybe thousands of shows. You click on one, and the speaker talks too fast. You try another, and the topic is too boring or too academic. You feel lost, overwhelmed, and you end up giving up before you even start. The problem isn't that you're not trying. The problem is that you need a map for your listening journey. You need to know how to choose the right content for you. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. This episode is your guide to the listening journey. How to choose the right podcasts. We're going to break down the process into 3 simple steps that will help you find podcasts that are not just educational, but also fun and effective for your English level. By the end of this episode, you'll have a clear plan to build a listening habit that you can stick with. So, let's stop guessing and start listening with a purpose. Step 1. Know your why and your what before you even start searching. You need to answer to questions. Why are you listening? And what do you like? Know your why. What is your goal? Are you listening to improve your listening skills in general? Are you preparing for a specific exam like IELTS or TOEFL? Or are you just trying to build your everyday conversational English? Your goal will help you choose the right type of podcast. For general listening skills, you can choose a variety of topics, as long as the speaking is clear and the content is interesting. For exam preparation, you should look for podcasts that are designed for test takers. These often include transcripts and practice questions. For conversational English, look for interview-style podcasts or shows with multiple hosts having a natural conversation. This simple step helps you filter out a lot of podcasts that aren't right for you. Know your what. What are your hobbies and interests? This is the most important part of finding a podcast you'll actually listen to. The best way to learn is by doing something you enjoy. Don't force yourself to listen to a podcast about world history if you find history boring. If you love video games, find a podcast about video games. If you're a fan of cooking, find a podcast about food and recipes. When you're listening to a topic you're passionate about, your brain is more engaged. You're not just trying to understand the English. You're also excited about the content. This makes the listening process much easier and more enjoyable. You'll naturally learn new vocabulary related to your interests without even realizing it. So, grab a piece of paper and write down 3 things you love to do or talk about. These are your what. Step 2. The level check. Find your challenge zonians. You know your why and your what. It's time to start searching. But how do you know if a podcast is right for your level? The key is to find your challenge zone. This is the sweet spot, where the podcast is not too easy so you're not learning, and not too difficult so you're not getting frustrated. A good rule of thumb is the 50 to 70% rule. If you understand less than 50% of what is being said, the podcast is too difficult. You will get frustrated and learn very little. Move on to something else. If you understand more than 70% without a problem, it might be a bit too easy. It's good for confidence, but you might not be pushing your skills enough. This is a good choice for when you just want to relax. The ideal level is where you understand between 50% and 70% of the content. You understand the main idea, but you have to work a little to catch all the details. This is your challenge zone. This is where real learning happens. So, how do you check a podcast's level? Listen to a short clip, about 30 seconds to a minute. Don't worry about understanding every word. Just try to get the main idea. Look for podcasts with transcripts. Many shows for learners or even popular podcasts offer transcripts. This is a huge advantage. You can listen once, read the transcript to check your understanding, and then listen again. Read the podcast description. The description or about section often tells you who the podcast is for, e.g., for intermediate learners or for native speakers. Step 3. The listening strategy. How to listen effectively. You've found the perfect podcast. Now, what's the best way to listen to it? Don't just press play and hope for the best. Use a strategy. I recommend a simple 3-step listening process. 1. First listen. The big picture. The first time, just listen. Don't worry about the details. Don't try to understand every single word. Just listen to get the main idea. What is the podcast about? What's the general topic? Who is speaking? Don't stop or rewind. Just let it play. This trains your brain to connect the dots and to not panic when you miss a word too. Second listen. The details. Now, listen a second time. This time, you can stop and rewind if you need to. Focus on the details. What are some of the new words or phrases you hear? Try to write down a few. Listen for the specific information you missed the first time. 3. Third listen. Active practice. This is the most powerful step. Listen a third time with the transcript. Read along with the speaker. Pay attention to how words are pronounced and linked together. This is a fantastic way to improve your pronunciation and to connect the sounds you hear with the words you see. You can even try shadowing saying the words at the same time as the speaker, putting it all together. Your listening journey plan. So there you have it. Your map for the listening journey. Step 1. Know your why and what. Define your goal and choose topics you love. Step 2. The level check. Find your challenge zone using the 50 to 70% rule. Step 3. The listening strategy. Use the 3-step process to maximize your learning. Podcasts are an amazing tool for improving your English, but they work best when you have a plan. Stop feeling overwhelmed and start taking control of your learning. Now, you have the knowledge to find the right podcasts and to listen to them in a way that truly helps you improve. Thank you so much for joining me today on Simple English Learning. I hope this episode gives you the confidence to start your own listening journey today. Until next time, keep learning, keep listening, and keep having fun.